Welcome back once again to Cooking on the Rim. My name's Quish. How's everybody doing tonight? Castus, let me pull that up because I forgot the dude's name. I get the songs off of Epidemic Sound, but I think he has a YouTube channel as well if you just want to jam to it. It is Lupus Nocte. So LUPUSNOCTE. Also the song that I used to use for my intro until YouTube decided to mute it and I had to change it. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. About that last stream, I was watching a good bit of that. It's always good when Crowwind jumps on the mic. It's cool seeing Chippy and Flop. Let's go ahead and load up the game. This is our filthy tryhard playthrough. We're gonna beat this damn game. It's gonna happen. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's try to remember. I remember we had to restart last week. We got UNC Samurai, who is our book reader, and Crafter, who is a fast learner. Oh man, it's gonna be so fast at research. Sir Shagio is gonna be doing plants, a little bit of mining, a little bit of construction. That's right. Samurai is actually our best at construction, but he's probably only gonna be doing it when we really need it. And of course, we got Dags with hams. He's going to be doing mining. Excellent. And also, of course, we got Pretzel Bomber. Let's see. We got this person in lockup. They'll be okay once we get them recruited. Oh, they're really close to being recruited, too. See here. We've also got this person. They're a guest. Yeah, they lost a little bit of blood. A little bit of blood's missing. We did not steal it though. I guess this was our temporary prison. That's our science room right now. Got crops growing. Okay. So what's the next thing on the agenda? Probably ought to get a proper workshop going. So let's mine that out. Mine that out. I don't know why I'm separating these two rooms. But since we have this wall here, we'll just keep it here. Dareburger, what's up? You're just in time, my friend. Just in time. Got a guinea pig. We are butchering creatures. Who's on cooking? Nobody is cooking. Diggs can cook. Let's dress and separate all the delicious meats off this guinea pig with his shovel hands. All right, let's go ahead and crank up the speed. Do have power. Oh, we're in the process of building a wall and we're out of sandstone. Gotcha. Hopefully we'll find some more chunks. Oh, a slaver has appeared. They are the sister of Sir Shaggy. Oh, and Oh, okay. So Shagyo and Samurai are related. Well, we do have a prisoner, but we're about ready to recruit them. There's a fire. That squirrel looks very suspicious. I think this motherfucker started a fire. How dare he? Alright, so Shagyo will never do social, right? That is correct. Let's wake up Diggs to go talk to this person. We have a polar bear. We also have some boomalope for sale. That is pretty terrifying. Could sell Nat. They are worth a decent amount. Fortunately, we don't have enough money to buy any of their wares. And I don't think they want to buy anything we're willing to sell at this point. So there is a free raccoon. The government doesn't want you to know. This one's been dead for 2 days. I'm not interested in some spoiled raccoon meat. Yeah, the government doesn't want you to know that raccoons are free. You can just pick them up and take them home. I mean, it's free. Why not? Why not take home a trash panda? Okay. So that gets power going. We're well above the grid. I think next step would be to start smoothing surfaces so we can lay in power. And let's go ahead and haul some marble chunks while we're at it. Got nothing better to do, might as well haul stuff. They left us a gift. It's a short bow. Well, we don't need that, but we're not gonna insult them by not taking it with us. All right, so this is probably going to be the science room. It's trying to remember how big. I think the advanced table is 5. And then we can move this over 1 and we can put a multi-analyzer here. It should be fine. Recruitment will begin. We have a manhunter pack, huh? That how it's gonna be. Man-hunting kitty cats. Well, let's get everybody... Oh, we have not set the inside zone. Let's do that. There we go. And let's just keep everybody inside while these dangerous kitty cats... Oh, they're gonna eat this guy. Oh no! Oh no! Well. Sorry, my dude. Keep him inside too. We got a mad ibex doe as well. Okay, well, that was taken care of. And that one's taken care of. And that one's taken care of. We have Nat. Nat is a new recruit. What is Nat going to be doing? Let's have Nat focus on... Actually a pretty good researcher. Let's have them focusing on oh, why do you have a dead animal? Yeah, let's not put corpses in here, please. Thank you. And let's create a dumping zone up here for animal corpses that are not fresh. Okay. The squirrel. We have unhappy nudity. We should probably do something about that. All right, let's put that on a schedule. And have anybody on... There we go. Sorry if I'm not super talkative tonight. Been a little not about under the weather, just kind of under the season, if that makes sense. Been finding it difficult to just find things to talk about. Like, I was thinking about that over the weekend. Like, we had some friends over, and I was kind of just letting people talk. Like, I wasn't really contributing to the conversation all that much. And I find that I listen really well, but I'm not great at starting conversations. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Just a thing that I noticed. I don't know. I think it has something to do with like the season, though. I kind of feel this way every December, like just kind of like in a blah. Yeah, you know, a lot of people like to talk. A lot of people, I don't know if they. Some people obviously like the sound of their own voice. Some people just, they don't like to be, like, they like to be the smartest person in the room, you know? Like, they just wanna just talk to be the I don't know if it's like the center of attention, or I don't know what it is. But some people, they talk and they talk and they talk, and it's like, that's cool, man, but no. I don't know. Don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I guess these guys off of unrestricted so they can work on that back wall there. Yeah, people like to have validation for their viewpoints. Like, for example, today, I had to oh, got a raid. Hold that thought. A group of Outlanders. We got Babs. Babs is pretty good. They're actually social. Just something that we need. Actually, they're both. Ooh, this one's incapable of dumb labor and firefighting, though. I don't know. Maybe it'd be cool if we could get either of these captured. But yeah, like, today I was running an errand, and I was stuck behind one of those, like, vehicles that has, like, way too many bumper stickers. And, like, this one didn't just have bumper stickers. These were, like, full-on, like, billboards. The whole back of this truck was completely plastered with signs about circumcision and how it's you know, barbaric, and you know, as a baby you didn't ask for that. Like, you didn't consent to have that operation done, you know. All right, well, this is the one that I was not as interested in capturing, but I am still going to capture them. Who is my actual doctor? I think it's going to be Samurai. Oh, they're unwaveringly loyal. Where does it say that they're unwaveringly loyal? Okay. Well, that's annoying. But yeah, like so they had this all these signs. I mean it was a like, I imagine having like one sticker or like one sign because it's something that you're very passionate about. Like, I get it. But like the whole back of his vehicle was plastered with this, and I was like, don't get me wrong, like, I understand your point. I don't disagree with you. Like, it is a weird practice when you think about it. Like, there's certainly some medical reasons why you would do it. There's a lot of medical reasons why you wouldn't do it. But ultimately, like, is that the thing you want to make your life about? Like, is that the thing that you want to talk about the loudest? It's just a little strange to me. I don't know. I'm not going to judge that guy because maybe he's got reasons. Maybe he's got his reasons. Pro tip. All right. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this prisoner now because, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this prisoner. Hey, Sir Shaggy, but you strip this person. And Nat, you can go. Put these pants on. There you go. You're not naked anymore. Hey, GM Kaylee. Thank you for following. Welcome to Cooking on the Rim. Welcome to WBPL 76. Of all of the television stations that you could be watching right now, we are one of them. No, like I don't want to like make it sound like I'm poo-pooing on somebody's opinion. Like, I feel like it's a valid opinion. It just seemed like it was a weird thing to be really loud about, Okay, let's go ahead and put in some floors now that we've got awkward conversations about bumper stickers out of the way. Let's do concrete. Let's do concrete. Concrete. Now let's do marble for the beauty. Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, I think bumper stickers are cool. Like, if you've got, like, funny bumper stickers, or like stickers of like bands that you think are really cool, or like places that you like to go shop at and you just want to support, like, I'm down with that. Those are fine. But yeah, when you have a lot of opinions on your bumper stickers, you kind of just want to be all like, look, I appreciate that you got opinions and all, but I don't need to know about them that bad. Maybe figure out a different venue to have those opinions. I don't know. All right. I don't think that our squad is going to appreciate it if we just execute a prisoner, but we're just going to execute a prisoner. There, Tar, it's a good point. Good point that, you know, stickers are a lot of times about decoration. So we have sterile tile, but that's going to cost most of our silver, if not all of our silver. And I don't think that there is like any surface silver that I saw. Surface silver that I saw. Seashells, she shells by the seashore. Good at talking. An expert talker. Yeah, I don't see just any silver hanging out. Or some jade. Alright, well, are you... Yeah, this mass grave is not full. You could prioritize getting that body in the ground, please. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to not use this unless something happens where we need power. How are we doing on wood? Let's go ahead and build some shelves. All right. See how much space we got here. Do something like this. Yeah, something like that seems nice. Of course, now everything is off by like one square, so let's see if we can't fix that. There we go. And let's build, an electric tailor bench, probably. And build a machining table. And a smithy. We'll build the smelter next to the smithy. Go. Got some light in this room. And an exotic goods trader. The son of Sir Shagio. Brother of UNC Samurai. Exotic goods trader. Wonder if an exotic goods trader will buy any of the bulk shit that we have that we don't need a whole lot of. Nat is also not social, so it's probably still going to be Diggs. Have some ducks. Start raising ducks. Buy our dog. Don't want to do that. They have gold and plasteel. They do not want to buy anything that we have, though. We do need the gold and the plasteel to build a multi-analyzer eventually. But we don't have the money for it right now. So, unfortunately, that's that. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and build a hospital. Nat. You have a jacket. That's not going to keep you that warm. It'll protect you down to about 25. What's a parka do? Good bit more. Another gift. They brought us an elephant shirt and some cloth pants. That's nice of them. That is mighty nice of them. Let's go ahead and make a parka for them. For Nat. We found some components. Right. We are going to need some silver here before too long. The heck are we gonna... We're gonna sell? Might have to figure out some cash crops. Got a stinky bird over here. Ooh, hey, there's some silver. And some medicine. Actually, no, let's just take all that. Now, let's go ahead and have you put on the parka before it gets too cold. Housewife is passing by. Okay. She is very neurotic. Yeah. Not anywhere close. I think for now, we're just gonna put concrete in the hospital. You know, just good old concrete. Maybe put a wooden shelf right there. And let's put in some beds. Something like that seems fine. And we're out of wood again. That's true, Durburger. You don't realize how much you miss being able to chop down trees until you do like a desert playthrough. where there's like 6 cactuses on the entire map, and you got to figure out how to make those 6 cactuses work, you know? Or tundra for sure. Not a fan of tundra. It's a tough biome to play in for sure. Okay, and we'll put good medicine over here. And delete that. Alright, got a nice little infirmary going. We've got a little workshop going. Food is coming in. You know, I think we should probably go ahead and break down to good old side corn. Lightning into the tunda. Oh, I guess we need light in these rooms too, huh? Yeah, something like that's fine. Probably ought to get some warm hats too while we're at it, huh? Good job, buddy. You did it. The snipers. Okay. This person's good at construction and is an undergrounder. They are not unwaveringly loyal. This person's a good doctor, a good cook, and a good grower. We'd like to find somebody with good social. See if we can get any of these people to survive with their feet intact. Okay, Wade. Oh, Wade's a good colonist. Wade's a good doctor, specifically. Oh, he's gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. All right, now everybody's got nice little warm hats to keep their ears warm during the cold weather. Gotta put a paved tile right there. I don't know why I do this. Well, I mean, I know why I do it. It's definitely not necessary. But I always put a paved tile underneath doors. Because it makes the door look better. It makes it look like it's got like a little door jamb. Like if you just have concrete, or if you have like paved or like stone floors, then it's weird. It's like there's no separation between the door and where the doorway is. For some reason, I don't know. It looks better to me. And that's what I'll do if I have wooden doors. If I have steel doors, then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put a wood floor underneath the steel door, just so there's like color separation. Is that normal? For a couple of bows and a telescope. No, thank you. Still have this sun lamp over here. We don't really need to build like an indoor growing area right now, though. It's a lot of resources, and we're doing a pretty good job of stocking up food. Sorry about that. Wade is no longer incapable of walking. Well, Wade. How do you feel about corn? Do you like corn? How about rice? You got rice? How about squirrel meat? Rabbit meat? You could live here. We could all be friends. Oh, gotta tell them to kick back out so they can do their jobs. All right, we are flying through research now. You know what? We've got the... Oh, no, we don't have the wood. Yeah, we do. Just got to bring it in. Let's go ahead and make these... Okay, we got another raid coming. Oh, Joaquin is the leader of their faction. Oh no. Oddly, he is not unwaveringly loyal. He's a fast learner. Is it just the two of them? Is that the best they got? Okay. Everybody get back inside. With 17. Just donating us 500 bits. Thank you, Wit. We appreciate that. Oh, they set fire to our power. Gosh dang it. Put the fire out. Come on. Oh, God. Okay. No, not... Go. Come on, wake up. Put the fire out. There we go. I mean, fire's pretty okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, well, we need to get these power conduits built back up so we can power the base. It's kind of necessary for what we're doing here. There we go. Yes, praise be. You know, the other day I went to go check to see if the domain name z.org was available. Of course it's not. But I checked for it because if it was available, I would make sure that it wasn't. Come on, it's gotta rain eventually, guys. Alright, we're having a party. Burn the whole freaking map down. Alright, let's yeah, no, you're not wrong there. But I was watching a commercial for v.org, which is like some sort of like cancer support website, which I thought was cool. It was like Vorg. Wonder if Zorg is available. No such luck, unfortunately. No such luck. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about setting up clear-cut zones to stop fires, because this one's gonna burn pretty much anything wooden off the map, unless it rains. Of course, there's one of these little guys. Yeah, Samurai, it is the Jimmy V Foundation. That's what it is. That's all right. There's plenty of woods over here for us to work with. Not too shabby though. Not too shabby. Let's get some and maybe some of these. Then we've got any urns. Let's steal them. Ooh, yeah, a whole bunch of them. cool thing about urns is that they are free and they have a high beauty score. So you can put them into rooms and they make the room more impressive and thus more desirable to live in. And it makes your colonists happier. Don't know what it is about urns, but colonists love them. Can't get enough of them. I mean, fire's pretty sweet when you're putting somebody else's village to the flame, but not so much when it's yours. How many are the colonists taking and running away with in a given day? Taken away with what? I think I'm misunderstanding the question. Oh, now we don't need you doing research. Well, actually, you're pretty good at research, but no, we want Samurai doing the research. Let's go ahead and get him off of construction duty. Dags is going to be working on this guy for a while. An awful auto pistol and a normal pump shotgun. You know, Nat doesn't currently have a weapon either. Let's get that shotgun. Yeah, Nacho, good call. Good call. I do need to build more research desks. I have seen people do like the whole like research room with like a dozen desks. That's an interesting strategy though. Just build like a research desk like for everybody. You do want to be selective with your haulers. You definitely want to have at least one colonist whose only job really is hauling. Problem is when you get down to like lower, like we currently only have 4 colonists. You know, I'd be more comfortable at like 5, maybe 6. Then you can really like limit who's doing the hauling. We do have a ton of urns. Just a whole mess of urns. What I could do is build a chess table. Cool thing about benches is that they work both directions. So you can actually use a bench more than once. So you can have a table here, bench seat, or stool rather, chess table, and another stool, and they'll use it for both directions. Pretzel Bomber, to the surprise of everyone, yes, in fact. You have not eaten a bag of cocaine and exploded yet. Here we go. Chairs work on horseshoe pins? Oh, that's interesting. You know what? Next, we should probably start thinking about is winterizing. We'll just vent the hospital into the prison. Literally nothing could go wrong. Not that I'm too worried about having heaters inside, since my colony all has toques and parkas. Well, I do have the vent into wall mod, which means that if they destroy the vent, then it leaves the wall there. So you can't have like raiders like busting into your base, kicking in vents, and then like getting into your base that way. Yeah, I'd really like to get a colonist who's a little bit better at social, so we're not like taking forever with these prisoners. Yeah, Red Mountain can be a little cool, or a little bit more stable, I should say. Not necessarily cooler, but more stable. We're not digging too deep into the mountain though. I'm kind of just like building into the edge of the mountain. Because I am scared of bugs. That is how the last colony died. Yeah. Yeah, infestations kind of stink. I do know that it's not an intuitive strategy. Oh, Dogs One Up has just resubscribed for 11 freaking months. Almost a year. Almost an entire calendar year. Dogs One Up, we're happy to have you back, man. But yeah, one way you can deal with infestations is to build all of your furniture out of wood and put a incendiary landmine in every room of your base. And then make all of your doors out of stone and all of your walls out of stone. And then when an infestation happens, the bugs are trapped in the room and the thing goes off, and then all the furniture in that room burns down, and then the bugs cook to death. And then eventually you go in and you scrape the bugs off the floor and you rebuild all your furniture. It does work. It is kind of insane, but it does work. Just ignore the trauma that comes with living with landmines in every room. Yeah, you know, like you're just sitting there, like, as long as you don't think about it, you're fine. But you know, then suddenly intrusive thoughts start to creep in, and you're like, hey, I could set that off at any time and end it all right now. Just don't think about it. Hardly worth thinking about. Have you seen the mod, speaking of eating without oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. It's just a boom rat. Have you seen the mod where if you eat without a table, you die? Like if a colonist eats without table, they just immediately die. That might be a fun playthrough. In a world, tables no longer exist. One man goes on a search to his local yard sale for the last fold-up steel table left in existence. This is Table Wars. All right, that was enough of that. Yeah, it's true. All the tables disappeared after ECW. It's all Paul Heyman's fault. It's all Paul Heyman's fault. That's a commercial I should probably make. Like just using Rimworld assets. In a world. Oh, Samurai has an inspired surgery. He wants to cut off your feet. And then he wants to eat them. 10 contestants must battle to the death to make the most epic tables. Every week, one team will be eliminated. That's right. Toads make excellent little nuggies. Little delicious nuggies. Oh, you know what? I am such a jerk. I am such a jerk. We have a new colonist. They've been in the colony this entire time, and we haven't broken out the wheel. The wheel of names. That's right. It's everybody's favorite time of day. Let's roll this wheel. Hey, Whiskey P. Green, the old Philistine himself. I could spell whiskey today. Whiskey P. Green. Welcome to the colony. Welcome to the colony. All right, let's send the wheel back to the void. Boop. Fredo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on microelectronics. All right, so when Jimmy Buffett passed away this year, every radio station in town was like playing Jimmy Buffett nonstop, right? Like as expected. Cheeseburger in Paradise, Margaritaville, whole 9 yards, right? Freddie, don't mess with me like that, man. Anyway, so like they were playing playing Jimmy Buffett pretty nonstop, right? And I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he said, like he really wishes that somebody else would die just so he could listen to something else on the radio, which is a messed up thing to say. And then literally the week after that, the dude from Smash Mouth passed away, and I was talking to him about it, and he's like, what kind of fucked up monkey paw wish was that? Because then they wouldn't stop playing Smash Mouth. And anyway, R.I.P. the two real ones. F's in chat for James Bartholomew Buffett and dude from Smash Mouth whose name I don't know. Cheers. What is my favorite rock band? I would say if we're talking about the genre of rock and roll specifically, it's gonna have to be Motorhead. And Motorhead, if you ask any of the members of Motorhead, who are of course also no longer with us, they would tell you that the genre of music that they play is rock and roll. Oh, yep. Just boomalope in the traps. For King and Country. Okay. Don't think I know the band. For King and Country sounds like some epic kind of rock. Or maybe like Christian rock. I don't know if that's insulting or not. At our local shop, there's this guy. He's kind of annoying. I try to be nice to him. I try not to be a jerk to people just because they're annoying. Because most people don't know. And I have rules, you know, like I try to talk to anybody who wants to talk with me. But this guy was being really annoying. He's a photographer. And he's one of those guys that when he takes pictures, he's like, oh, hey, you should look at these pictures that I took. And you're like, okay, that's cool. And then he has like 1,000 pictures on his phone that he wants to show you, and they're all exactly the same. And you're like, man, don't get me wrong. You take a good picture, but I've looked at 5. I don't need to look at the rest of them. But I was talking to him one time, and he had all these pictures of this band. He was like, hey, have you ever heard of this band? And I was all like, nah, I've never heard of them. And he's like, oh, they're like one of the biggest like Christian rock bands in the world. And like, again, you know, no dig on anybody who is religious or, you know, likes Christian rock or anything like that. But I was just really tired of this guy talking. So I was like, oh man, that's why I've never heard of him. I only listen to like really, really satanic heavy metal. And his eyes got really wide, and then he didn't talk to me for the rest of the day. It was pretty cool. All I had to do was claim to be a Satanist. I feel like that could get you out of a lot of conversations. No, he takes photographs of like shows and like venues and stuff. Like I say, nice guy, kind of annoying. Doesn't really know when to quit with certain things, but you know, again, no dig. Just didn't feel like talking to him at the moment. It's true. All I had to do was claim to be a Satanist. Thank you, Grimos. All right, we are getting to the point where we are going to need gold and plasteel to continue on with our research. And in order to do that, we're going to need to get some money. And in order to get some money, we might have to start growing some cash crops. Ooh, we could do art. Ooh, we could do art. That might be the option. Yeah, let's start doing art. Is anybody good at art? No, everybody's awful at art. Never mind. Oh no, Pretzel Bomber's got the plague. Samurai, you better get on it. Oh, you're already on it. Good man. Good man. All right, let's see here. Got some things to follow up on here. Let's see. What's the mod that allows the gloop dispensers to grab items from the fridges? That's actually the Rim Fridge mod. So that's something that they added to Rim Fridge a while ago now, but it wasn't part of the original mod. Used to be they were just a place to put stuff, but now they can be put adjacent to nutrient paste dispensers, and they work like hoppers, which is pretty cool. There is a disturbing lack of uranium in this prison. You are correct. We are not exactly going down the Rimifeller Rimatomics route today. We do have some uranium though. Not quite sure what we're going to do with it. Normally we build toilets out of it. No problem, Arts by Nacho. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool thing that I noticed the last time I installed the mod. Man-hunting pack of hares. Okay. That's a lot of them. Let's keep everybody inside. Easy peasy. Yeah, we really have nobody that's good at art, right? And no artists in the colony. Riven? What? Did I miss some context there? Yeah. Oh no! Shaggy-O. Gotta watch your feetsies, my man. Gotta watch your feetsies. Stop being. Why am I naked? I mean, You're not the boss of me. I can be negative if I want to. It's my house. Durburger, I don't think so, because they wouldn't be able to like rebuild the traps if they can't go to that square. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't need a tornado generator. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, I've been kicked out of a lot of bars for accidental nudity. Don't recommend it. And it doesn't even really get that cold, even in the winter. I know that of the things that a streamer can talk about that are boring as all living fuck, the weather is probably the top of that list. But where I live, we actually got our first snow last night. It was pretty exciting. I was pretty happy. I was just like standing outside, like getting snowed on. Pretty exciting. One of the few things that I like about winter is the snow. Everything else can kind of go fuck itself. Yeah, shoveling snow sucks. Agreed, Durburgers. Shoveling snow is not the kind of work that I want to do. What time did it start snowing? I don't know. It was sometime late last night. I was watching the Sunday night football game, and when the game was over, I was driving home and walking to my car, getting snowed on. Speaking of which, amongst other things that streamers can talk about that are probably boring as all living fuck to most people, doing well in fantasy football, and by that I mean I have won 3 whole games this entire season. Had snow where you live late last night? You know what? Maybe you live somewhere close to location redacted. Who knows? I am actually in your walls. But that is because I'm a wall lord. Mrs. Samurai has now injured her 14th different player on her roster. Jesus. she's got the kiss of death, man. But I am pretty close to beating my opponent this week in fantasy football, which would be my 4th victory of the season, which would be kind of nice because the guy I'm playing is actually in first place. So even though I have 0 chance of making it to the playoffs, it would be kind of nice to at least rub it in his face. So like, haha, you lost to the worst team in the league. Your wife thought I said, yeah, I'm in your balls. I'm also in your balls. I'm a wall lord and a ball lord. I'm dual spec'd. Oh, that's right. The Packers and or was it the Packers? Is it the Packers playing the Giants or the Titans tonight? I know the Titans are playing. Yeah, Packers and Titans. And I know this because I'm down by about 6 points, and I have Hopkins from the Titans. Titans and Dolphins. Yeah, that sounds more right. I remember it being the Dolphins. Remember it being a real bad matchup for sure. But yeah, I've got Hopkins, and if Hopkins makes me at least 6 points tonight, then I will win the week, and I'd be pretty psyched about that. Football. Oh, is there 2 Monday night games tonight? Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see what's going on right now. Let me pull up the old sports ball app on my phone. See what the score is. Oh yeah, both games are going on at the same time too. That's a wild one. Okay. Yeah, Packers and Giants are playing and the Titans and the Dolphins are playing. And all teams have 7 points exactly. That's crazy. Packers and the Giants are just punting to each other. Well, as long as the punters are getting the workout, they got to get their steps in. Why do I have the jiggly corn? It's got to sway gently in the wind. Sparts. Speaking of sports ball, our local Blood Bowl league wrapped up finally. I'm not going to say who the winner is because you don't know his name, you don't know who he is, and it wouldn't have any frame of reference. But the guy who won was playing dwarfs. The final match, the championship match, was dwarves versus Skaven. And I'll be honest, I actually expected Skaven to pull it off because, like, Skaven are a really bad matchup for dwarves. They're just so damn fast. But yeah, no, he just kept knocking guys out and got the numbers on them. Dwarves doing dwarf shit. That's right. Jiggle corn. That word that you used. Oh man, it's going fast now. Wade, are you any closer to joining this colony? 4.2 resistance still. Yeah, like you've got to be a really good Skaven coach. A really good dwarf coach to play against Skaven, because you really got to know how to like spread yourself out thin but not too thin, right? Like you don't want to like put yourself in a spot where like you're leaving a space where a Skaven can just run through you and you'll never catch him again, but also you don't want to leave yourself so thin that like the rat ogre is just going to come in and knock a hole through your line. Ooh, and DeAndre Hopkins just caught a pass. He needs to catch one more pass for me to win this week, and then I'll be happy and I can talk trash to a guy. That's true. Actually, Frodo, the semifinals, dwarves played against Chaos Dwarves. And I didn't get to watch that game, but watching dwarves play Chaos Dwarves is just, it's it's a master class in slowness for sure. Now, the Skaven coach in his semifinal, he had to play against Chaos Chosen, like the 4 Chaos Warrior team, and that was a real close one. But the Chaos player, like no matter what he did, he could not pick up the ball for anything. There were so many situations where he should have been able to like win the game. He just couldn't pick up the ball, which is kind of the story of Blood Bowl. Undead can be slow. Undead are really specialized. They're actually like one of my favorite teams for that reason, because like zombies are slow and have good armor and are cheap. Like their job is stand there and take a hit. Mummies are slow and strong. Like they're there to like hold a line. But then you've got like ghouls and like werewolves on the necromantic team that are just like fast as all frick, man. Like they're so fast, so good. Like everybody on the team has a very distinct role. It's really easy for a new player to know what their players are supposed to be doing. That's what I really like about that team. Also, skeletons are fucking cool. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I think that skeletons might be my favorite D&D monster. Like, if you had to like pick a monster for a D&D campaign, like I feel like skeletons are the way to go. We've got our next Blood Bowl League coming up in the spring, which I'm already thinking about. Not exactly sure what team I'm going to play. I have a bunch of teams that I have painted that I've not played yet. And I've also got a bunch of teams that I haven't painted that I want to paint so I can play them. It's kind of the curse of being a miniature gamer. 3rd edition skeletons or 5th edition skeletons? I mean, statistics wise, I'm a bigger fan of 5th edition than I am 3rd edition anymore. Like, I played a lot of 3rd edition, don't get me wrong, and there are things that I don't like about 5th, but if I had to play one of the two, I would probably pick 5th, which I know is probably not a popular opinion. That being said, I would rather play Pathfinder over 3rd edition kind of any day of the week. All right. Apparently I made the wrong choice. All right, let's go ahead and get started on drugs. The audio just literally cut out of my game. Okay, I can still click on things. The music just disappeared. I mean, you could say the same thing, Cassius, about 3rd edition. The one thing that I loved about 3rd and 3.5 was how much support there was for third-party stuff. Like the OGL, like in its heyday, like at the beginning, when there was just this boom where every company wanted to make content for D&D. Like, that was a great time for 3rd edition for sure. All right, let's go ahead and start growing smoke leaf, because we're doing pretty good on food, I think, after we get all this corn in. But yeah, like 3rd edition was kind of the golden era, I think, of D&D. Like, you know, early editions of D&D, even up to 2nd edition, like you might consider that like the bronze age of D&D, like when D&D was new and exciting and underground kind of. But 3rd edition, like 3rd edition and 3.5, when Wizards of the Coast took it over, like that is probably some of my fondest memories of playing D&D, even though I've been playing for a very long time. But 5th edition, I feel like these days, like, it's just easy to play, you know, like there's not too many splat books. You're not like, you're not worried about players like pulling out some wacky ass fucking shit. Like, pretty mostly anything in 5th edition that could be broken, I've already figured out, and I can just nip it in the bud, you know? 4th edition is your favorite? Okay, well, everybody's allowed to have an opinion, and that can be your opinion. Did not care for 4th edition, but you know, if it's your favorite, it's your favorite. I'm not gonna yuck someone's yum. All right, you know what we'll do? Let's go ahead and deconstruct this, and we're gonna turn this room into the joint rolling room. Which we cannot start building until we research drugs. Also, how the heck do we keep running out of wood? Guys, just like chop all of the trees. Just keep chopping trees. Ooh, Wade is about to join the colony. It's happening. We have drug production. Let's go ahead and start looking at armor. All right, production. Drug lab. And let's see. Let's build shelf here and a nah, that's fine. Because smoke leaf joints don't go bad once they're in storage. So my thing about 4th edition is that it felt a little bit too much like a board game. Like, I felt like it was a really good rule set if you were just playing a board game. And there are actually some board games that D&D came out with at that time period that were basically 4th edition that were fun to play. It wasn't very good at, like, making characters feel, like, unique, you know? Like, everything felt like a kind of like a video game almost. All right, everybody stay inside. Jesus, this warg is tanking these traps. Oh no. All right, Dags. Finish off that warg. But again, you know, I'm not gonna shit on somebody's favorite game. If 4th edition is what you're into, then I'll respect that. Like, I get what Wizards of the Coast was trying to do, right? You know, they were trying to like remake D&D into something else. They were trying to make it seem more like things that were popular at the time, which were like MMOs. And while I get it, it's just not, I think it just missed the mark, you know? Smoke leaf leaves are gonna go here. And then let's all right. Right. So we got a drug lab going. Hey, Wade, welcome to the colony. Welcome to the colony. Grab yourself a jacket and a hat. Let's find out who you really are. Let's find out who Wade really is by breaking out the wheel. The law. The law. Welcome to the colony. Let's figure out what you're gonna do. Let's get law off the list. And there we go. All right, the law is good at a lot of stuff. He's going to be our primary doctor. He's probably going to be doing plants and cooking. He is bisexual. He is abrasive. He's incapable of firefighting. He's the law. So primary doctor. Let's put Samurai secondary doctor now. And we can take Dags off of cooking. Was he good at art? Oh, he's okay at art. Let's put him on art duty as well. Green Turtle has just subscribed for 8 months straight. Well, Green Turtle 69, welcome back to Cooking on the Rim. Thanks for coming back to us. Now's a good time, I think, for us to build an art bench. And we're just gonna build it in the middle of the room. Just like that. And haul some wood in. We are getting close to the end of the stream today. Got about 10 minutes left. Coming up next, we've got the Pandora Pirate Radio boys. Not sure what they're playing tonight, but I'm sure it'll be exciting. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a wild warlocks sneaking in here before too long. Yeah, 4th edition, I think for what they were trying to do with it, they did a good job. It wasn't what people wanted. And I think they realized that when Pathfinder was smoking them in sales, you know, like that's like the end all, right? Is whether or not you're making the sales. And I think Pathfinder was the first company to ever surpass D&D in sales. Like D&D was always the best-selling RPG. Oh, that's true. 4E was still outselling Pathfinder at times. But there for a while, Pathfinder was the best-selling RPG on the market, just because old school D&D players just did not like 4th edition. And honestly, I don't think that that's as much 4th edition's fault as it is everybody loved 3rd edition so much. Like 3rd and 3.5, everybody was like ready to keep playing that game forever. By evident of the fact that, you know, when Wizards of the Coast basically abandoned it, you know, Pathfinder took up the mantle and they were like, yeah, this is basically 3rd edition, but like better, like just a cleaned up 3rd edition. That's why they're not bringing in the wood. Oh yeah, absolutely, Sam. Absolutely. But yeah, like people love 3rd edition so much and they were just ready to keep playing it forever. Like nobody was tired of that game. And then just, you know, Wizards of the Coast decided, hey, let's do something that nobody asked for and ruin a game that everybody loves. Again, I don't think that's 4th edition's fault. I think if 4th edition was literally any other game, like if you did not call it D&D, if you ran 4th edition alongside 3rd edition for whatever reason, like if it was just another game, I think that you would have something to work with. I think that like 4th edition could even still be around. It was just the fact that it was replacing something that people were already in love with that caused people to hate it so much. I see a lot of game companies do that too. Like, you know, Games Workshop has done that with various games. You know, I think that Age of Sigmar is not necessarily a bad game, but a lot of old school Warhammer Fantasy players just refuse to play it because it's what replaced a game that they loved. You know, it was the same thing with Vampire the Masquerade. You know, they killed off the whole World of Darkness, and then they had the new World of Darkness. And even though the rule system wasn't all that different, it was just, it replaced something that everybody already enjoyed. So very few people played it. You know, like, I get it that, you know, if you're a company that makes a game, you have to sell books. And when you run out of books that you can make, you've got to like reinvent things in order to sell more books. But sometimes that just really backfires on you. Yeah, 3.5 definitely saw a lot of bloat. But like, you could make a new edition that's just a cleaned up version of 3rd edition. Like 4th edition could have just been a natural evolution of 3rd instead of a completely different game. Yeah, frequency, I can agree with that. And I think that some of the new World of Darkness games were definitely much better than their old World of Darkness versions. I am a diehard Changeling fan. Changeling the Dreaming, one of my favorite games of all time. But I will concede that the new World of Darkness Changeling was a much more interesting version of a game than the old Changeling the Dreaming. Like, I will admit that, no matter how much I love it. And we were just like flying through every research. Okay, Samurai, you had me until you said the murder suicide incident. I know what a Gleemax is. I know what the Gleemax is. I am familiar with that term. I'm not aware of murder suicide tragedy that happened. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Jeez. Might be too heavy of a subject for the last 5 minutes of the stream. The law, what kind of weapons do you like fighting with? You like guns? Let's give you a gun. What kind of guns do we have? We got a revolver. I feel like the law needs to have a revolver. All right, Samurai, I'll look into that. Like I said, it might be too heavy of a conversation for right now, but because we are getting kind of winded down in the stream. I don't know. Get back to what I was saying, though. Like, I just feel like a lot of companies do that. And then what ends up inevitably happening in almost every situation is that their sales tank with the new books. And they eventually have to, like, re-release their old books or their old game system with new books, which I guess, in a way, is still doing what they're trying to do, right? Which is sell books. You know, World of Darkness, they went back to their core setting in V5, even though I'm not a big fan of V5. Games Workshop, they're getting ready to release Warhammer in the Old World. You know, D&D like eventually gave up on 4th edition and kind of went back, you know, to a good happy balance between the new stuff that they had written in 3.5 and 5th edition. Again, I know 5th edition's got some major flaws that I'm not a fan of, but I feel like it feels more like 3rd edition with less bloat than 4th edition did. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. Got a turtle skeleton. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Our colonists are kind of wandering about right now. We are going to be getting into full-on joint rolling mode so we can make some silver. Once we have some silver, we can lay in sterile tile in our hospital and our research room. We got a decent workshop. We got a storage room. We've got enough beds for now. Yeah, enough beds for now. We're actually going to need to expand. So we'll probably build 4 more bedrooms next game. So I think that's probably a good place to stop. My name is Quish. This has been Cooking on the Rim. I stream Rimworld every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I should be back next Monday with some more Rimworld. Coming up next, we got Pandora Pirate Radio with Squick, the Warlocks, maybe Bulk, maybe some others. Who knows? Could be a whole bunch of people. Could be a whole mess of people. Who knows? I'm going to leave you with a word from our sponsor, and we'll see you next week.
Hey kids, do you like breakfast?
Yeah!
Well, you're gonna love self-heating maple bacon breakfast logs from Randy Checkers.
Cool!
That's right, kids. Just crack my log like a glow stick and watch the magic happen. Delicious breakfast perfectly heated in less than 30 seconds. Move over, Jimmy Dean. There's a new sausage sheriff in town, and his name, Randy Checkers.
Warning. Randy Checkers Maple Bacon Breakfast Logs contain substances known to cause cancer in the state of California and is part of a balanced breakfast.
Randy Checkers Maple Bacon Breakfast Logs! Hell yeah!